Whoa, you're back! I knew you were gonna come back. I told my guy Dave, he was like, I don't think they're coming back. And I was like, no man, just me, they'll be back. And then I gave him 20 bucks. Anyways, this is Rain Day Let's Play. I'm Solon, and this is the 10th episode of Uncharted. We just opened a gate. That's all you need to know. There's nothing that happened before this.
This was a big mistake.
No kidding. You know, I should have turned before the bridge.
That's very funny.
Oh,
Took us all a second there.
That thing still works?
Uh-huh. Check this out. Okay, see this building in the harbor? That's where all the boats coming into the colony would have unloaded their cargo. So if the El Dorado treasure came to this island...
Holy smokes, you've been filming for an hour and 50 minutes and still have half battery?
What?
Rewind it.
This camera's genius.
Stop.
Uh-huh.
Right there. That's our ticket out of here. Come on.
Our ticket out of here? Are you giving up?
Yes.
Maybe you hadn't noticed, but we're kind of outnumbered.
We're doing fine so far. Oh, Lord.
See,
Elena, I don't need
she has the same kind of optimism I have.
Conscience. Let's go.
Oh, please. You quit if you want to, but don't use me as an excuse.
Holla.
Fine. It's me, okay? I am quitting.
I knew it!
So that's it. You're just gonna forget about the treasure and forget about Drake?
God damn,
Drake is my mother's name.
Okay. Okay. Listen, either way, we have to head back to the harbor. Don't worry about it. We can argue about it later. It'll be great.
And then it was great.
This time, I drive.
Oh, that one-liner. Alright, let's get our asses on this jet ski, and then, you know, do jet ski things like jumps and shit. Oh, great. So, we've got guns, and we've got driving. We can't do them both at the same time, but we've got guns, and then we've got driving. Oh, dear. Let's just try to get through this as quickly as possible. So in our last few episodes, I kind of explained a whole bunch of different layers that have come through this narrative and the different dynamics that those layers kind of create when they're put together. It's been a lot about the themes of colonialism and what it means to inhabit a space or be a part of an area, and what kind of effect you have on that space. Oh, come on, just get through here. There we go, we made it! Yes! No! Double no! Good enough! Yes!
There it is!
Good enough for me. So to kind of, we had these whole bunch of different layers. We had like everything from the original map maker to now this Indonesian band of pirates, and Eddie Raja, and Nathan Drake, and Sir Francis Drake, and
how do you explain it?
all sorts of things. And so, oh god, I think I'm lost. I feel like I missed whatever we're supposed to hit. Anyway, so there's this idea of colonialism through these different parties, and for this episode I want to talk about something a little bigger than that, and it's this idea of historical parallelism, which is a term that I used, I think, like in the third episode or second episode, and it was something that kind of caught me. I was like, wait, what does that really mean to have parallel histories?
Thanks.
And so when we create this narrative on the whole dimension,
Let's go check it out.
we've okay, so hitting the zip line.
See if you can figure a way to get us to that tower.
So we've created these historical layers and these thematic layers, and they kind of all come together in a sort of like echo almost. So you got Sir Drake, Sir Francis Drake lives a life sticking it to the Spanish by actively pillaging them for gold and razing their cities in the pursuit of different forms of truth. We've called it like map making, cartography, that kind of geographical truth, the truth of wealth and who owns what. It's a lot of different kinds of truths that we're looking for. Oh, bless you, but you just stand up right there and I can just, you know, pop you. So, Sir Francis Drake looking for a bunch of different kinds of truths. They're not like actual truths, they're more truths in the abstract in that they navigate a moral rightness and wrongness that's kind of a gray area. And we've talked about that. That's old business. To further explore that, we've got Nathan Drake here, who also lives a life sticking it to Raja, or what's his name, the British stuck-up pansy dude, by killing all of his goons and using his outposts and jumping all over his stuff, all in the pursuit of wealth, knowledge, and this same kind of truth, the truth of his identity. Oh man, these guys are just... they're gonna get me. Nope, this is gonna be the end. I know it. Whew. So, as Sully said, all's fair in love and war, and this would be both of those kind of put together. They both go to this island, and so that's kind of this historical parallelism that we're navigating in the themes of searching for what is truth and what does that mean. The punchline is that none of these people actually exist. That all of this history that's supposedly parallel is completely made up. So, while Sir Francis Drake goes to an uncharted island, and then Nathan Drake follows to that uncharted island, it is not real. And that means that Sir Francis Drake is not really some sort of romanticized hero who wanted to chart the City of Gold. He is a pirate who razed cities to the ground in the name of a queen thousands of miles away, and then later was knighted for it. Oh, what? That was a thing that wasn't supposed to happen. Slow motion falling. This was the thing that was supposed to happen. Much better. Oh gosh, this is weird. No, 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 yes, yes. Yes, that was perfectly well done. What are you doing, Drake? You're supposed to, you know, follow gravity, not... Come on. Do you blame Drake when gravity breaks?
Down here.
Jump on her head. Close enough.
Okay.
It's just the baby boys. Just the little baby Drakes. Only casualties in that exchange. So, the truth, or whatever that means, is that Sir Francis Drake died suddenly in the middle of a voyage and was thrown overboard. Oh god. That was a terrible idea. I was gonna just drive through it, it's no big deal. It was a big deal. There were no rings, there were no maps, or any of these keys, the funny shaped keys that we had. But at the same time, it's all kind of real. I mean, all the way down to a German U-boat really did sail to South America on a lead to find the city of El Dorado, only to suddenly die during flood season by some brutal and unknown force. Sir Drake faked his own death and lived a full life of adventure. Oh man, this is not a good time to get lost. Oh well. Oh, at least we just popped up here. That's better. Okay, now we know what's going on better. We can just clear this out. So why not? Sir Drake faked his own death, lived a full life of adventure, and later had a family in secret, probably in Nova Albion. That would, you know, relate where Nathan Drake is from to some extent. Nova Albion being California in the, as we explained, I think the 3rd episode. Sure, those things could happen. That sounds... Oh, this is what I was missing. Of course. It's a weird mechanized door. Who puts a door there? Why would you do that?
I'll meet you back at the customs house.
Alright, later. Man, she should have driven. Go away! Everyone go away. That could not have went better. So anyway, this whole idea of history and what is real and what isn't real is kind of a big farce. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, what's more useful for understanding the human condition? Is it what really happened, or is it the more exciting story of Nathan Drake finding his identity in a mysterious and uncharted island in the Pacific Ocean? Ooh, that guy is not gonna get up. Is it tangling with Indonesian pirates? And bless the grenade physics for finally working for me. That'll never happen again. Case in point. So I guess that's kind of what I wanted to explore with this episode, is what does it really mean to be like a truthful history, and what doesn't it mean when you're making up events and when you're diving into your own narrative that reflects real life but isn't. And how when that matches up with ideas that are perpetuated through history, whether truthful or not truthful, as it's not much of a stretch in American or English tradition to make Sir Francis into a hero. But if this was made by like a game company from Spain, perhaps a Spanish game company would create a little bit of a different story for this. It kind of goes back to that Borderlands 2 mission that we did, where history is written by the victor. So, anyways, that's all I've got for this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in episode 11.